and welcome to Life Hacks with Liv. I'm Olivia, and on this channel, I share adulting life hacks in the areas of health, wealth, and happiness. This video is all about the health and how I got from the person that you saw in that little intro, how I got there in the first place, to how I got to where I am now, a whole 60 pounds lighter. I call this a health journey versus a weight loss journey because it's not all about the losses, but them gains too. So stay tuned. This is a good one. I want to first start with a little disclaimer. This is my journey. These are the things that have worked for me. Every body is not the same. So I encourage you to do your research, consult a doctor if you need to, and find out what works for you. But this is what worked for me. And if you have any questions or want to know anything else, hit me up with a comment. You can message me on Facebook or Instagram. My links are in the description. And yeah, let's get into it. I want to start out by giving a little background. In high school, it was so easy because I had a high metabolism. And I entered in as a 15-year-old freshman with being 127 pounds, and I left high school at 135. So I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time there. When I hit 19 and I wasn't as active, I gained 15 pounds and was like at 150, which is still okay for my height. I'm 5'7" and I have a broad frame, and based on the BMI, I'm supposed to be, the max amount of weight I'm supposed to be considered in shape is 154 pounds. And I was okay with that, but it was not like of muscle. It was like just me not taking care of myself properly. But I was still okay. I stayed around 150 until I was until 21. So I was 150 up until 21. And then the drastic difference of me and when I turned 22 is crazy. I gained 30 pounds in that year, not even realizing it. And it's very important for you to realize how you gained your weight, because if you don't want to start gaining the weight again, you have to figure out how you got there in the first place. The reason I gained all of that weight was because when I was 20, I was in a really abusive relationship. My father passed away and I had to pay for his funeral. I was working 2 jobs and in school full time, and my health was not my priority. And I actually talk about that in one of my other videos on how to adult, link right there, if you're interested in all of that. But at that time, I didn't know what I should do or how to properly take care of myself. When I turned 21 and could drink and party and no longer had a controlling boyfriend, I did just that, drink and party, and still work 2 jobs, but it was not conducive to my body. And so I got up to 180 pounds, and I stayed around 180 up until I turned 23. And I turned 23 in 2015. That was the same year I also got married. And I got married in October of 2015. And my husband lived in Florida and I lived in South Carolina. And it was my first time moving away in a new state. And that was a lot of change, being a new wife, not having a job. I'd worked since I was 15 years old, so I had no idea what I was doing. And then I almost lost myself a little bit. Actually a lot, because I gained a whole 40 pounds in 2 months because I got so depressed, and my coping mechanisms were literally just drink. I would drink a bottle of wine a day, and I was not being active. I didn't go outside of the house, and all I was doing was wearing sweats, and I had my angle for my camera that. Don't do that to yourself. Do not do that. Do not continue to use that angle, because that angle will lie to you. It is such a liar. I had no idea that I had gained that much weight until I saw pictures of myself, and I was like, oh my God. And I tried to put on regular, my clothes, and they didn't fit. And I'm like, oh my God, it was horrible. I got so depressed, and it took forever for me to actually start to lose weight because I didn't know what I was doing. And that was really, really hard. So at my heaviest, I was 220 pounds at 5'7". That is not cute. So there's a lot of things that made me decide, okay, I gotta stop this. I've got to change, I've gotta do better. In December of 2016, I bought a bike and I was like, I'm gonna make this happen. I'm going to lose this weight. And I never looked back. And it was a very hard time. I mean, I have no idea, like I've so far gone from the person I was then, but I am so proud of her now for going from where she was to becoming who I am today. I am so proud of her. So anyway, the first thing that really worked for me is the keto diet. I've done keto. This is my third time doing keto actually. And I'm not one of those people that is going to like scream keto at you because it's like, it don't work for everybody. And also like my experience every time has been different because now I'm currently doing it and I make sure that I only do healthy fats and I limit the amount of dairy that I intake. But the first time I did it, I lost about 20 pounds. And then after that, the summer was coming up and I lived in Florida and I'm like, I want to eat pineapples. I want to have fruit. So I actually got with a group to train for a run and we would run all summer long and we would do like 3, 4, 5 miles at a time. And that really helped me lose so much weight. And I got down to like the 170s, but I was a lot of muscle and I felt great. And then I just kept the weight off and that was, just me maintaining. So what are the things that I did? I ate healthier. When I was not doing keto, I was on a calorie deficit. And it's 80-20. 80% food, 20% workout. 80% good food, 20% okay. As long as you stick to that, you'll get through it. You just have to realize that this is a marathon and not a race, and it is your health journey. So where am I now? It is almost 2020, and I am 165 pounds. My goal is to be at 145, and then I will be competing in a bikini competition in September. I'm so excited. Y'all have no idea. This is something that I just want to do for a few reasons. One, just to say that I've done it. Like I did a half marathon when I was 19, but I didn't train for it. So it's like, yeah, I did that. But this one, I really actually want to work for it. I don't care if I win. It's just the fact of actually doing it. And then I plan on having children, like starting to try for children in August of 2021. So I really, want to get my body right to the point that I want it to be. So my snapback will be like, that is really the two reasons for why I want to do this. It always helps me to work towards a goal. And if you would like to see a video of my journey from like 165 to bikini competition up until like September, please let me know in the comments below. I really hope that you found this helpful and if you liked it, I will be ending this off with my whole videos and like video clips and pictures of my journey. Thanks so much for watching Life Hacks with Liv. Hit that subscribe button. It is June 12th. This is meal prep day. And I did a great workout today. I did 3 miles and I did a circuit. It was really hard. It was like an hour and a half workout. But motivation it's gonna get easier. I'm gonna love the new me.